name is Dr. Ellis, and I would like to extend a warm welcome to BST 600. For this course, there are going to be two co-instructors, myself and Dr. Emily Slade. We are both here equally to help you throughout the course. You'll be hearing a lot from Dr. Slade in the lecture videos, and then both of us are going to be here to answer any questions or provide any help that you might need. So to get started, I just want to talk a little bit about the structure of the course. The course will be housed on Canvas, so you'll find all of the course materials and grades will be posted to the Canvas site. So the very first thing, if you haven't already, please make sure that you visit the Canvas site and get familiar with the structure. You'll also want to make sure to verify that you have access as soon as possible. In Canvas, you're going to notice several tabs on the left, and I'm going to show you this in just a moment, but the Modules tab is going to be the best place to view the course content. And then you'll be able to download assignments and submit answers on Canvas. So looking at the Canvas site, this is the instructor view, but I'm going to switch over to student view just to give you an idea of what you'll see. So you'll notice over here on the left, you've got several different places to navigate to. There will also be an announcement section, which just isn't here yet. We're still working on the Canvas site. But just a couple things to note that are important. The home page is going to have general information about the course. The syllabus is self-explanatory. Here we will have the syllabus. And this is the modules where you'll find most of the work. For each week in the course, you'll see a module with the corresponding assignments. You'll see the week 1 introduction. That's actually where you'll find this video if you'd like to watch it. Also, you'll have lectures as well as an assignment. Each of the lectures will take you to what is called a Play Pause It to watch a short lecture video. And so you'll find out more about Play Pause It as you read through the syllabus and work through the course materials. But essentially it's a site where you'll go and you'll watch the videos, and periodically throughout the videos there'll be very short quiz questions just to check your understanding of the videos. These will each be worth 5 points and will be graded on completion. In addition, you'll also find assignments. The assignments will ask you to use R Commander. So you should have noticed here, if we go back to the modules, the very first lecture is getting started with R Commander. In order to get started with R Commander, you are going to need to download R Commander, and so you'll find directions here. Downloading R Commander is probably the hardest part of using R Commander, so if you have any trouble while downloading it, please let us know and we are more than happy to help with that process. You'll also find discussions. There'll be a pinned discussion for each week in the course, so if at any point you have questions about content, please post those questions to the discussion board. This way other students can see those questions and answer if they know the answer. Also, Dr. Slade and I both will be monitoring the discussion board. These discussion boards automatically send us an email once you post to the discussion board, so there's no need to email us to let us know that you posted, and we'll answer just as quick as we would via email. So we are asking that all content questions be directed to the discussion section. Now, if you have questions about grades or other personal matters, of course, please send us an email. So as you work through those modules, you know now where you can ask questions. Each of these will be due usually on the following Sunday at midnight after they are assigned. There is a few exceptions to this, one around the 4th of July holiday and one for the final exam. So for more detailed information, please see the syllabus with due dates. And in the syllabus, you'll see a schedule similar to this with all of those due dates. So do please make sure to look through this. And if you have any questions, let us know. Here's some information about Play Pause It. So the first thing you'll need to do for Play Pause It is to visit this link, and you'll click Sign Up in the upper right hand corner to join our class. This link is also available in the syllabus. So in addition to making sure that you have access to Canvas and downloading R Commander, you will also want to do this step as soon as possible to verify that you can play the lectures. So Play Pause It allows us to see that you've completed the videos as well as you've answered the quiz questions. So again, we will be grading these on completion, worth 5 points each, and it's going to be strongly recommended to watch those lecture videos before completing the corresponding part of the weekly assignment. So you'll notice in those modules on Canvas, next to each of the lecture videos, we do specify which part of the weekly assignment corresponds to the video. You will need to watch the video and complete all questions prior to the due date to receive full credit, and these are worth 10% of the final grade. The weekly assignments will require you to use R Commander. So R Commander is going to be how we're going to use statistical software in this course. These are going to be worth 30% of the final grade. So one way to think of R Commander is what R Commander does is it combines the R programming language, which is used for scientific programming, and Markdown, which is a way to make documents. It combines these two into a report, and that report can then be converted into several different formats. For this course, we are going to be using HTML files that you will submit to Canvas. And more information on this is located in the modules with the assignments. There will be 3 exams for the course. All will be administered in Canvas, each lasting 2 hours. So the exam will be timed, but you will be able to start it at any time that's convenient for you during that week it is assigned. So you'll notice here that exam 1 occurs during week 5, exam 2 week 9, and exam 3 is at the very end in week 13, but do note that week 13 is only a 3-day week. So this is that last week where I was talking about the work won't be due on the following Sunday. It will be due during this week. These exams are content focused, is not cumulative, but you will find that the concepts do build as we go through the course. For the exams, you're allowed to use any notes or reference materials, but you may not discuss the exam with any classmates, other people, or online help forums. So if you're concerned about whether or not something is allowed, please ask us prior to beginning the exam. Each of these exams are worth 20% each, making exams worth a total of 60% of the final grade. A couple of course policies. You can and should work with each other via the Canvas discussion boards for weekly assignments, but you do have to submit your own work. And again, if you have any questions about content, please do post those to the discussion board. It will immediately alert Dr. Slade and myself so that we can answer those questions as quickly as possible. Late videos and assignments may be completed with a 20% deduction in credit each day that it's late. No credit will be given after 4 days past the due date. Exams must be taken as scheduled except under extenuating circumstances. So again, please send Dr. Slade and myself an email ASAP if you believe there will be any conflicts. You can also see the link here for university policies regarding academic integrity, accommodations due to disability, and religious observances, and more. And this information is also included in the syllabus. So a little bit about BST 600, Introduction to Biostatistical Methods. The focus of this course is on data analysis. So we're not going to be doing a bunch of hand calculations in this course, and there are very limited math or equations. So the goal here is to understand conceptually how things work and why you're doing them. Now this material is going to be fast-paced, and each of the weeks will be building on the previous weeks. After completing the course, you should be able to use judgment to select appropriate statistical analyses, interpret commonly used statistics, identify limitations and potential errors in analyses, and open a dataset, perform statistical analyses, and produce a report. So you may be asking yourself, well, what is statistics? Well, one definition of statistics is the study of the collection, organization, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. So if that is statistics, what is biostatistics? Well, biostatistic is the application of the statistical methods to data arising in the biological, biomedical, and health sciences. There are several things that we can do with data, and you're going to learn this as we move through the course. Two of the biggest ideas we're going to work with are what are called estimation, which is descriptive. And so this is where you're given a collection of numbers and you're going to summarize them. And you identify the important features of a data set and extract useful information. There are also what we call inferential methods, or more commonly testing. And what this is going to do is draw conclusions about a population based on information contained in a sample of observations. So in other words, if you only have sample data, how can we use that information to extend it past the group that we collected the data from? So the type of statistical procedures we use is determined by the type of data and the number of groups or variables for comparison. So we're going to learn about different types of data as well as how to handle different number of groups throughout the course. So here you have a little bit of a course roadmap. You'll notice we'll start out with a course introduction, which you're hearing part of that now. You'll then learn how to work with continuous data and then binary data. The first exam will cover continuous data up to 2-group testing. Then for several weeks, we're going to work on more than 2 groups and regression, and that will be covered on exam 2. And so one thing, this looks a little heavy compared to the 2 groups regression, but what you'll find as we move through the material that this material will move a lot faster and we will be spending a lot of time in the 2 groups regression. And then for exam 3, we will look at all of the things we looked at for continuous data, but now look at it for binary data. So next steps after watching this video. The first one, make sure that you can get to Canvas and navigate Canvas. You'll want to join the Play Pause It for the class. Again, you can use this link, and the link is also in the syllabus. You'll next want to make sure that you can download R Commander to your computer as soon as possible. So again, the hardest part of using R Commander is often the installation. So if you have any trouble with this, please make sure to email both I and Dr. Slade so that we can help. You'll also want to go ahead and start watching the lecture videos in Module 1, and remember that this work is due on Sunday, May 23rd at midnight. So as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or Dr. Slade, and we are more than happy to help you. And we are also both very excited to work with you this summer.